You could bet on sports for free, but if you have a bankroll, this is going to be too small for you because some of you have bigger bankrolls. Some of you, you bet $5, $10 a play. But if you have no money, don't put your money in. You don't even know what you're doing. You can get $1 for free every day, and then you start acquiring rubies and coins. And I'm gonna show you how to flip that. I hit flip for what? What is this? 350. I forget about it sometimes because there's only $1 to start. And if I'm doing well, I'm not even thinking about it. But now that I got all these plays to play, I jump back in like, I don't know, December or whatever. But look, this is how you do it. You can see you don't have to deposit. You do not have to deposit and they cash out. That's a request for 200, complete 200, request for 50, complete 50, so on and so forth. I think that's about 350. It's not a lot, but I'm telling you, you do not have to deposit. Watch this. First off, what's the next screen? First, look how many coins that I have. You start acquiring these coins just by playing. The coins, you see this little toggle here? You toggle for the money side, it's green, and then you toggle for the gold side and it's coins. I got 450,000 coins. Let me show you how I use them. You go to the next screen. So let's say I like Michigan minus 2.5. Michigan minus 2.5. It's 450,000 coins. So the minimum bet, whatever, is 1,000, and you claim 1 ruby just from placing this bet. You placed a bet for 1,000, you win 1 ruby. Okay, you got to scroll up and see how much you can get for the max. So 31,000, I could claim 31 rubies, but I can't put the whole 450,000. They give me 450 rubies. It ain't gonna work like that. There's a max. Okay, so I want to find out what that max is. I just keep scrolling until it doesn't give me anymore. I scroll past 57,000 and it stopped at 56 point. It stops at 56.5 rubies. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna scroll back down to 57K and take the 56.5 rubies. All right. I placed that bet. Michigan minus 2.5 at minus 115. I risked 57,000 coins, just coins, and you see the payout. Okay. Bang. Then immediately after I place that bet, I don't have to wait for the game to start or nothing. The rubies are called experience points, I guess. So look, I have 372 experience points. So for the sake of this example, I'm going to act like I'm making the purchase. You don't have to deposit. Listen, if you want to deposit, you can do this. It'll cost you $2.50 to get $2.15 to get 2.2 Fliff cash. $2.20 is Fliff cash. Fliff cash is the green side. That's what you bet to win real cash, which you can withdraw, like I showed you. But instead of paying using my USD, I'm not going to use Apple Pay credit card to pay $2.50. I'm going to use my experience points. So once I toggle that there, hold on, next slide. Dang, I think I missed that slide. Anyway, this is after I purchase. I click use my experience points. I thought I had that screenshot. I click use my experience points, which it costs 199 experience points. I had 372. Okay, and then I just purchased 2,500 Fliff coins, and you receive $2.20 Fliff cash. It's a sweepstakes book. This is how they get away with being able to operate everywhere. All right. So now I have Fliff cash balance of $2.20. All right. As you can see here at the top, it was 0. I don't even know if I showed you that, but I have $2.20 Fliff cash. Notice I'm on the green side, not the gold side. On the gold side, I got 400K in coins, right? Green side, $2.20 and Fliff cash. And then I use the Fliff cash to make bets, little small bets. Like if I have $2, $3, $4 of Fliff cash, you make $2 bets, $3 bets. It could be straight parlays or whatever. So, but just to try to build it up real quick, I'm gonna play straight plays, right? So look, this was what, the 15th, whatever. What was that, Sunday or something? I took Utah plus 9.5 for $3. It paid out $5.50. I took Thomas for $2. It paid out $3.73. You know what I'm saying? So you hit a few small plays, and then you take shots at big parlays or bigger plays. So I played $4.44. This would have paid out $120 something. It missed by one. It missed by one. Syracuse Duke over 142.5. You remember Wagner plus 10.5 was the losing play. But the rest of these smack. Drexel, who was on my auto bet list, plus 3.5. Lamar, who I think is also on the auto bet list, plus 6.5. And we took Houston versus Iowa State over 134. All that smack. Look what missed. Wagner plus 10.5 is the play that missed. But still, it was a 5-leg parlay at plus 21.87. That's about at $4.44. I'm pretty sure that's like 124 or some shit. I can't do it. But you get what I'm saying. You do not have to deposit on Fliff. Listen though, listen. If you do deposit, there's a code in the description. You don't have to deposit. But if you do deposit, I'm gonna make money off your ass. If you want that to happen, you can put money in here, but I wouldn't put money in here. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't put money in here because obviously I didn't hit, but just quickly over the last few days, what was that, the 15th? And this is the 16th. This is the 16th. I was on track to smack. You know what I'm saying? I missed one play, so I did the other two plays on the 15th. And then obviously the next day, yesterday, Monday, I shot at the 5 pick or I showed you what it was, $4.44. That would have paid out. It missed by one. Man, I'm telling you, you could crack with them. You don't have to deposit. But if you do deposit, I'm gonna make money off your ass. I wouldn't deposit though. But I understand like some of you have more money or disposable income to play with. But if you don't, take the dollar, grind with the dollar. You get $1 every day. I just showed you what happens when you accumulate those coins. You accumulate those coins, use the coins, bet with the coins so you can get the rubies. Trade the rubies for the cash, take a shot at their ass. That's how you smack Fliff, bruh. I'm really Rico, you already know. Let's get this dough, even if it's at $1 at a time, bitch. What's wrong with him?